Hello everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the Apple Watch SE 2nd generation and see how this particular watch holds up in the later part of 2024. Now, a big thing to keep in mind here is that with these particular watches, these are very, very good watches for the price. I think Apple did a really good job with them, and I still think in a lot of ways, they're still completely worth buying. However, there might be some other watches that might be better, especially later on this year. So I'll talk about that throughout this whole entire video. First things first, if you want to pick up these watches for the cheapest prices I find, you can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the exact same time. Now, starting off with the outside of the Apple Watch SE 2, this thing still comes out in two different sizes, so you're getting that 40 or 44 millimeter size. Kind of just depends on which particular watch you personally like, buying. I do also kind of want to say that these watch displays are still great, but compared to the Series 10 that just came out, it's definitely not as good. But I still think this type of device still looks very good, and I don't really have too many complaints about it when it comes down to that particular aspect. Now, on top of that, another very big thing, the build quality still feels very good. When compared to a lot of other competitors, like this thing still looks pretty solid, and the bands you can interchange between them, there's still a lot of good things going on for this type of device when it comes down to it. Now, from the price tag side, this watch is either $249 for the base model or $299 for the GPS plus cell model. The thing you're going to have to keep in mind here is that if you are going to go through and get one of these devices, it might make a little bit more sense for you to go ahead and basically take a look at something like an Apple Watch Series 8 or Series 9 in the used market. Those watches have probably gone down to something like this type of price as of this point. So I say that to say it might make a little bit more sense if you're somebody who just wants to go ahead and just buy a watch and, maybe you don't mind buying a used one. I do think you could be getting a better deal from like an Apple Watch Series 8 in the used market for less than $200 than buying a brand new Apple Watch SE 2. So that's the advantage of time passing, and now that we're in the later part of this year, even an Apple Watch Series 9, that's a generation old, but the Apple Watch SE 2 came out 2 years ago. So you can either buy the Series 8 or Series 9, get a really, really good watch, and save some money from that perspective too. Now, I will tell you, in my personal opinion, with the Apple Watch SE 2, this thing still looks and feels very good, right? You still get high and low heart rate notifications, you get your low cardio fitness notifications, sleep tracking, cycle tracking, you get water resistance. So this thing still has a very good amount of power inside of it, and it has the same chipset as the Apple Watch Series 8. So it has that SA chip, and I will definitely, tell you in a lot of ways, this type of watch still looks and feels very good, right? I don't have that many complaints about this type of watch when it comes down to it. I just think that for the price, now that we're kind of getting into the 2-year cycle of this watch being out, there might be better options out there in the used market. And I think it might make more sense to go and buy those ones rather than this one. So the Apple Watch SE 2 is still a great watch. I think it's a really, really good option for a brand new Apple Watch. But if you can, and if you are comfortable with buying a used one, then it might make more sense buying a used Apple Watch at this point than buying a brand new one in this case. So that kind of covers it up there for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.